Oh, you are welcome to this class. Make una come o. Food don done o. Another food o. Una know wetin dey go on. They say they embedded a lot of projects for 2026 budget o. You know wetin dey e start like this. Renovation and building of 106 palaces across Nigeria. E no be this one even dey shocking o. Say they wan use Nigeria money renovate palaces for kings and queens across Nigeria. Now when election dey approach, wetin be that? Una don ever hear any government or administration or regime, military or civilian, wey dey renovate palaces? But you know the most shocking thing for this matter na be say you go see say the agency wey dey use e dey talk about Ibadan. But this Ibadan agency dey build palace for Ondo or for Niger Delta. You go see another one say na Rivers. Na the agency suppose focus. E dey build palace for Edo State. You go see one for Ondo. They build one for Niger. The more you dey look, your face go dey rotate. This country, God, why you carry me come this place? See now, new telegram. 2026 budget, LG allocate 22.15 billion for World War VI Palace project. Now this organization, na reveal Tracker. Now come go check them all. Tracker say they enable citizens to collaborate, track, and give feedback on public projects in their community. Say the way where they help the country they develop now to track projects across the country. Tracker is a project by Budget IT or Budge IT NG. So fit check them up for S. These are the accompanying documents where they put. I go break everything down. See them? Now see them? All these ones where they see so. For instance, go see say here, Federal Cooperative College Ibadan. Na in the Ado wetin dey Ondo State. So you go see say this one where they Plateau State, National Veterinary Research Institute, BOM, Plateau State, the Ado Palace for Edo State. You no shock you. You no shock you. You gonna do like this. Gonna do like this. Why did they hide that like that? So this country, Nigeria. Oh my God. I have to enter this country. In Jamaica. Wait. Sahara reporters outraged as Tinubu-led Nigeria government allocate 22.50 billion to build, renovate 106 palaces nationwide. We go use Sahara reporters report. They base their research on Tracker. So we follow Sahara reporters. We break her down from Wetin Sahara wrote. Okay? We will start. 1. The main revelation. A comprehensive examination of the budget records by Sahara reporters reveal how federal agencies were weaponized to execute localized palace projects across various states. The federal government of Nigeria earmarked 22.50 billion for the construction, renovation, and furnishing of 106 royal palace buildings spread across different parts of the country. The report now? The extensive review was based on the 2026 budget document released by the Public Accountability Organization, Tracker, on Wednesday, July 22, 2026. Now today, and they carry trading news. Now they analyze. Okay? As you can see, 11 projects have no identified locations. You know if you say e dey Ibadan, e dey Enugu, e dey Sokoto. Oh boy, no wonder they share rice because you go recover the money. Jesus, my investment to political investors. The review exposed widespread accountability loopholes. Out of the palace allocations, 11 palace projects worth a combined 5.85 billion have no identified physical locations. This makes it impossible for members of the public to properly track the projects, to know whether they do one or they don't do one, or conduct meaningful oversight. You no fit track them. They dey invisible. Na witches and wizards dey handle them. This country can never go forward like this. For me, them say Nigeria no get money abi. Say na because of our population. They say Qatar and UAE, they get oil but they get small population. That is the problem of Nigeria. Say our population too much. Evil people. Go. I cannot curse you. Evil people, evil. Wicked people, wicked. In our population, they cause corruption, they cause looting, witches and wizards. As they plan for this country, God will plan for you. Wicked people. Number 3, the implementing agencies have no mandate to build palaces. There is no constitutional provision for them. Anything they do, you should have constitutional right. Freedom of speech, you go find out for constitution. Freedom to born, to live, e dey constitution, but you no fit by yourself. E dey constitution like that. So these agencies wey they use, they no get the constitutional right, and the lawmakers wey be say na they dey write law for them to even respect Nigeria small self. Say this no dey constitution, make we change am before we give them this duty. No, because they don't really send anybody. A total of 45 ministries, departments, and agencies, MDAs, were assigned to execute the palace project. However, none of the 45 MDAs has the legal or statutory mandate to construct royal palaces or related structures. Total impunity, no regards for rule of laws. These people fit arrest criminals, they fit arrest offenders as well. Instead, the federal government routed the project through or related institutions. What we say, they no suppose get output. You go see cancer research unit, they construct palace. Oh, I don't know whether people even did this institution. No say that they use their name self. Including research institutes, agricultural colleges, science and technology agencies, specialized health facilities, employment and productivity agencies. These arrangements bypassed standard procurement scrutiny. Major palace allocations by agency, one after the other. Federal Cooperative College, Ibadan. Okay? One of the agencies where they use. See wetin they give them, make they add. The Federal Cooperative College, Ibadan, under the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, was assigned first project. 2.661 billion with this project code. Renovation of community halls and palaces in selected central communities in FNRP, Lagos, Ibadan, the Ado Lagos project. Number 2, 350 million. This is the project code. Palace projects across 6 local government areas in Ekiti South. Third one, 210 million. This is the code. Palace project in Ondo State. Number 5, Sheda Science and Technology Complex, Abuja, the Ado project too. Wetin they give Sheda Science and Technology Complex, Chesco, Abuja to Ado, where they order the Federal Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Mukusi, they gave them 1.54 billion with this project code for the modernization and furnishing of selected national heritage palaces in communities across Nigeria. Very vague. So vague. No address. Nothing. Nigeria Building and Road Research Institute, Lagos. They also gave them something to do. The Nigeria Building and Road Research Institute, NBRRI, Lagos, was allocated palace projects worth a combined 3.92 billion. Oloye Palace, Ekiti, 1 billion. Project code, construction of pavilions and provision of solar power at Oloye Palace in Eyi, Ekiti. Una one they defend bad governance. Who say this money they reach na too? Or no, they waste that time. B, Ojo Palace Hall, Lagos, 525 million. Project code, construction of a palace hall at Ojo, Lagos. Construction, whether they need a more, I don't know. C, Itire Ikate Palace Project, 337.30 million. This is the code. Palace project at Itire Ikate. D, that is 4, Agbana of Isalu Palace, Kogi State, 350 million. This is the code. Palace project for the Agbana of Isalu in Kogi State. Another one, Olugide Central Palace, Ogidi, 350 million. Project code, Palace project for the Olugide Central Palace in Ogidi. F, Otuja Palace, Ekiti, 175 million. Project code, Palace project for the Otuja Palace in Ikole, local government area, Ekiti State. This one, G, Otosho of Agbashi Palace, Nasarawa State, 140 million. Project code, this, Palace project for the Otosho of Agbashi Palace in Nasarawa State. 7. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria. The Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria was designated to handle 70 million. With this code, the allocation was for the completion and furnishing of Olu at the Palace of Ikire Ade, Akiri Palace in Ekiri Ade, Obara Kaba Palace, Olujumo Palace in Iyara, Kogi State. National Institute for Hospital and Tourism. National Institute for Hospitals and Tourism. See, they also have some projects. National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism. The National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism was allocated 700 million with this code for palaces and offices in Pashing, Kanke, Kanan Federal Constituency, Plateau State. The National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan. Like say all these research centers, they idle, they don't get anything where they need to say. We'll just use them now. The National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan, was assigned 3 palace projects. Emirs Palaces in Niger State. Remember, say, this is the way, Ide Ibadan. So they are going to Emirs Palaces in Niger State, or are they in Abuja, or whatever ministries, but they say na Ibadan Abi, so we take up concern them with Niger State. For this ones, Emirs Palaces in Niger State, 560 million with this code. For Emirs Palaces in Zobi, Niger State. B. Esu Nupe Palace, Bida, 350 million with this code. For the Esu Nupe Palace in Bida. Obukun Oriade Palace Project was 75 million with this code. For a palace project in Obukun Oriade, Osun State. 10. Nigeria's Third Product Research Institute, Ilori. So, Nigeria's Third Products Research Institute. Product where they store. The research institute where they charge. Where they already see what they assign for them they do. The Nigeria's Third Products Research Institute, Ilori, captured 2 palace allocations. Palace houses in the Niger Delta. So, in the Niger Delta, 595 million with this code. For palace houses in the Niger Delta. But, see the location or the state where this one. B. Olu Gbede Central Palace, Kogi, 210 million with this code. For the Olu Gbede Central Palace in Ijumo Local Government Area, Kogi State. 11. Federal Cooperative College, Oji Rivers. The Federal Cooperative College, Oji River, was assigned 3 palace projects. 1 in Odo State with this amount, Odo South. Another one in Delta State with this amount, Delta State. Emir Palace in Shunga, this amount for the palace in Shunga. See what it is. They are now into palace construction. Manji Deledende. 400 million with this code to construct traditional rulers' palaces in Orok and Nam local government area, Akwa Ibom State. Industrial Arbitration Panel, they get work. The Industrial Arbitration Panel was assigned 369.46 million for an internal access road and palace road in Oyo local government area, Kwara State. 14. Border Communities Development Agency. This an agency that is into border communities. See what they give them, 350 million with this code for palace of the district head of Panko. 15. Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security Headquarters. Civil servants, they do like this. Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security Headquarters captured 2 palace allocations in Kwara South. First allocation, 350 million. Project code this for palaces in Kwara South. Ibu, Abacha, or Buhari time, we don't see some of this. Now when this government come out, we understand what it happen. Second allocation. Now see, I'm gonna see another tire. See another one. Federal College of Land Resources Technology, Kuru, Jos. Una say amu, O say una sabi read, book na read by una self. Kuru Jos, 350 million. Una say amu for palace. And I do, and they say the palace do. Another one, Cocoa Research Institute, Ibadan. So, Cocoa Research Institute, Ibadan was assigned 3 projects. Say a mosque and palace in Oyo State. This amount for mosque and palace in Oyo State. Okay. And no say another state go join her. For the Ekulise Oba Palace in Ondo State, 210 million. Another 210 million. Project in Obuku, Oriade, Osun State. This one, Federal College of Horticulture, Dadin, Kowa, Gombe. Where on the Ado on our own. Which palace they give on our own and do? Okay, 280 million for Gombe. Okay, this one, District S Palaces in Yamatu, Deba, 200 million. Okay, this one, Balaga, Baleri, worth 40 million. 19, National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency. Una get una work to do. Which one they give una? Because it's the time to build palaces for Eze, Odani, Eze, Odu, and Odoluko of Elelewo in Rivers State, 280 million. Okay. Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development Headquarters. Una get palace, una no fit just stay like that. Una no give una palace. Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development Headquarters, 280 million. They say palaces in Kuje, Amuwo, Lagos State, and Alawe, Ekiti. Energy Commission of Nigeria. Energy Commission of Nigeria. The Energy Commission of Nigeria was assigned to 50 million project for a palace all at Awu, Osun State. National Productivity Center. All the people read all these courses for research. When I go start to buy driving, they know if send now. When I go start bricklayer work, they don't give up. Our leaders, they don't give up for the country. They don't say nothing good will come out. Otherwise, which one may I talk? The National Productivity Center capture 6 palaces projects. For this one, 224 million, Ogun State. This one, 140 million, Ogun State. This one, 210 million, Kogi State. Palaces. Ondo State. Another one, 210 million. This one, Akugba, Akoko, 200 million. Malabo District Head Palace, Adamawa, 140 million. Federal Institute of Industrial Research, Oshodi, 270, Ogun State. Master Strategies, National Veterinary Research Institute, bombed. Master Strategies. This one, Edo State to 210 million. Chad Basin, River Basin Development Authority. This one, 200 million for solar street light at Mai Gudi Palace, Yobe State. Master Strategist. Oh boy. National Institute for Cancer Research and Treatment. Cancer Research and Treatment too. Okay, 200 million. They say they go renovate District S palaces in Gudu, Tangaza, Sokoto State. Master Strategist. Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research. Una one of the study of this course say they don't sell now. They don't give up on Nigeria. They wanna go find Pili Akara they do. They don't give up. 175 million for solar modules for palaces in Ijumu, Kababunu, Kogi State. They don't sell now. Lower Niger River Basin Development Authority. Nothing where concern river for you. 175. They made them go straight, go construct palace. Palace of for Ikire, Ikiti. They don't really send what they do. They don't know what they do for the office. National Directorate of Employment. You know one of the way for employment too. They say they don't really send you now. They made them go straight, go construct palace for Oba, Akoko, Ondo State. National Center for Technology Management. Technology, who send technology? Now China, they do technology now. We don't hand over to them. We don't need development. So if they do electrical and mechanical, all those things, go and start farming. They say me they go, people are supposed to take care of now something. They say me they go build palace for Osogbo. Niger Delta River Basin Development Authority. They say, this one say, they give them 150 million, make they run straight, make they no look back, make they go to Eze, Elelewo Palace, go build palace. This one, Federal College of Veterinary and Medical Laboratory Technology, bomb. This bomb is where? I think Plateau Abi, I don't know. They say this one say, who send which one be medical lab tech, I beg. We get lab for UK and America, how they go now. I beg, Muna take 140 million, go help Emir Palace. Muna go work on Emir Palaces and a mosque where they Bini, Gwari, Giwa, Kaduna State. Muna run go there. Nobody send what they do for there. What be lab technology. Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency. Small and Medium Enterprises, SMEC. Who send SMEs? We did the same they go do 140 million. Muna run go Delta State. Go build palace for there. For this one, Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital, Dawana. People where they craze. You know the streets with the concerned person. I beg you, when they read this course, they don't really said on hey, what did they give them? They go do self. Don't be may they take this amount to go do research on mental health too. You see Nigeria get mental health. They are strong. No send them. They say they go do it itself. Okay, to construct and renovate palaces, but no location. No location. Now don't say it's okay. Now, why the allocations have generated outrage? Nigerians' fiscal deficit. We don't get money. The revelation generated fierce outrage among public policy experts because the palace projects were included at a time when the 2026 budget suffers from this amount, 31.45 trillion fiscal deficit. Now remember, say yesterday, lawmakers they say where the money they go. Well, now they implement budget where now they see where the money they go. It's called master strategies. Master strategies. At the same time, everyday Nigerians are struggling with severe economic hardship on motorable roads, dilapidated healthcare facilities. Sahara reporters dropped this report. Constitutional responsibility. Critics pointed out that other Nigerians' constitutional framework, traditional institutions fall under the responsibility of state and local government. Community level infrastructure also falls under the responsibility of state and local government. These responsibilities do not belong to the federal government. Okay? Tracker questions federal government priorities. Tracker questioned the National Assembly and the presidency in its public post on X. Wetin dey talk? At a time of rising debt and limited fiscal space, should the federal government fund projects that are largely local in nature, while state and local governments constantly exist to address many community level needs? Now, state and local governments suppose do this work. What they call concern federal government? What una dey look for palaces? Now they talk so okay. Tracker explained that the issue was not about whether traditional institutions were important. No be say whether traditional institutions dey important or they no dey important too. No be that why they talk for so. According to the organization, this is not about the importance of our traditional institutions. It is about ensuring that public budgets reflect constitutional responsibilities, institutional mandates, and Nigerians' development priorities. Tracker added, the federal budget should not become a vehicle for financing projects outside the constitutional and statutory responsibilities of the institutions implementing them. Okay. 38. Allegations of constituency, party, and political patronage. Public affairs analysts argue that a certain local palace construction projects into the budgets of Cancer Research Institute, agricultural boards, science agencies, health institutions, other unrelated federal agencies is a classic tactic used by federal lawmakers to insert constituency party into the federal budget, siphon public funds, reward political cronies, disguise the spending as support for traditional rulers. Central questions raised by the investigation. Why is a Cancer Research Institute renovating traditional rulers' palaces? Why are agricultural research institutions constructing and furnishing royal buildings? Why are science, veterinary, employment, and oil spill agencies executing palace projects? Why do 11 projects worth 5.85 billion have no identified physical locations? How can citizens track projects when their locations are not disclosed? Why is the federal government financing projects considered the responsibility of state and local government? These are the questions where they raise. Why are the agencies without statutory mandate being assigned billions of naira in palace construction projects? Why is 22.50 billion being committed to 106 palace projects while the country faces 31.45 trillion fiscal deficit, poor roads, severe economic hardship, and deteriorating healthcare facilities? Another one they say they even assign 8 billion for mosque and churches. This one day, if I get time, I go do one for my second channel, Don Azar Extra. In the history of Nigeria, I mean they talk so I don't come up from Sahara reporters. Have you ever seen any government or administration deliberately building or renovating churches, mosques, royal palaces on this scale before? Especially when we say election they approach. They understand that these institutions are the engine rooms of communal influence and control. Now here they control people. Now here they influence them. They threaten. Now fear they see. Fear say we no perform. We will settle everybody where they control the people. Build houses for judges. Many things we will never see before since the independence of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Imagine a government renovating your palace just a few weeks or months before an election, would you not feel indebted to that government? Would you not support it and even confront members of your community who refuse to support the re-election of that government? Master strategist. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Omani gang bang bang bang. Nigeria don't have one chance. God. What do you think when I drop a comment section? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.